This is what y'all are working with today. By the way, the rest of my hair is back here. How much hair do I have? I'm curling it with a really tiny barrel. I don't know what this curling iron is. It's from Tool Science. I'm gonna tag them and see if it'll come up. Yeah, nothing came up. This is why I don't like my curling ones, because whenever I try to tag them, I don't even know where they come from. So I'm really liking the Sultra one, but this one is really, really small. So I wish I had one from them that's really small. That way we could tag it. But you can see how little this one is. And I figured today's tutorial we could do how to ease into colored eyeshadow and the easiest way to use colorful eyeshadow. What do you think about that? I think that's a really good idea. A lot of you have been asking, so we'll just do, I don't know the easiest color to use. I think we'll use purple because I feel like it's the easiest one to use out of all the colors and it's the most wearable. So we'll start with purple. Look at that. Woo! Shirley Temple could never. I actually love my hair when it's like this. And believe it or not, it only took me about 30 minutes, if not less. Okay, let me get my eyebrows on. I got a business phone call I got to hop on, and then we will get started. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start with P. Louise base. I'm going to use 0.5 today. And I'm going to use a little bit lighter shade because I really want to make sure that these purples that we're going to use really stay true to their color. So the lighter your base, the more true your colored eyeshadow is going to be. So even if you have a deeper skin tone, this would work for you as well. But what you would do later is just melt in the sides like I always do with your foundation and concealer. But for your actual eyeshadow base, definitely the lighter the better if you're using color. So I'm going to show you the easiest version of purple. So we're going to have these tones right here, a little bit of this and some of that. This is going to be the star of our show. But I don't want to just dive in and let you have a complete purple crease. We're kind of going to ease into it. So this is going to be the easiest way to get colorful eyeshadows. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and build up our crease with this shade right here. This is the Huda Mercury Retrograde palette. Honestly, I think it's my favorite palette of 2019. I do not say that lightly, but this palette just has everything and more that you could ever want. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we have a Sigma E25, just double checking. And we're gonna take this color and we're just gonna start to tap this all throughout our crease. It's gonna look a little pink for right now, but once we get our purples, then it's gonna pull into the more purple family. But for right now, remember, we did not set our eyeshadow base, and we're just going to tap this throughout our entire crease and upper crease. This is what we call the transition shade. Now, we're not going to add any more product to the brush. I'm just going to use whatever's left, and I'm going to start to tap this up towards the brow bone, and that will create a second transition shade out of the one. It's just going to fade upwards towards the brow bone, and I like to tap. It just creates this nice gradient effect. So the next step, I'm gonna grab a white eyeshadow and we're just gonna apply this right to the brow bone. And I'm just really setting everything else. So we're gonna take it straight across, and then I'll take it over into here. And then whatever's left on the brush, we'll just go right through here just to make sure it's nice and set and perfectly blended. You can see such a difference. Taking that same exact brush, we're going to go into the shade Off Balance right here. And notice that I'm putting the tip of the brush into here, not the side. Because now that our eyeshadow base is set, we can really just twirl the tip of the brush all the way through the crease. So we're going to bring it over this way and over this way. Now we're going to hop into the darkest shade in the palette. It has a little bit of purple in it. That's one of the reasons I picked this one. And notice we're using just the tip once again. And we're just going to bring it right through here just to really darken the outer part of our eye. So pretty. Just wait till we add that lid color. So I'm just going to look straight into the mirror and just bring it right through the socket. And I'll start to just blend out this way just a little. Okay, so instead of doing a cut crease and complicating things, I still want to keep this very easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this shade right here. What's it called? Ultraviolet. This is us, y'all. So I'm gonna grab it on my finger, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tap it onto my lid. Wow, that is so pretty. Having my Sigma E57 with that same purple shade on there, we're just gonna go ahead and take it all the way into here. And then we'll bring it all the way over here. Now remember, we didn't have to carve this out with any concealer or anything. We're just kind of placing it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we definitely want to layer it and make sure we get it nice and pigmented. Look at how gorgeous that is. We are doing the most simple version of doing a completely colorful eye, you guys. Look at that shadow. So we could have added browns and made it into more of a neutral, but I really wanted to show you guys the easiest way to start wearing colorful eyeshadows without feeling like you need to cling to brown. So I'm not going to worry about bringing it all the way over here because we're going to add a purple eyeliner in a second, and we're going to smoke that out even easier than doing a wing liner. So you can just leave this a little more on the bare side. I'm going to grab this Urban Decay eyeliner. This is in the shade Vice, and we're just going to throw this on. Notice everything is purple. We are just going full color, but once we get our foundation on and everything, this is actually going to look almost like a neutral, so don't be afraid of it. So we have that, and before it sets, I'm just going to use whatever's left on this brush and just really smoke it out. And I'm going to bring it out like this. I'm going to look straight into my mirror and really just bring this up and then smoke it out. I'm going to grab just a little bit more of Vortex, which is the darkest shade in the palette, the dark matte, on the Esom T09, and we're just going to blend that into here as well. Blend it all the way over here, and then all the way over this way. Don't worry about underneath, you'll see what we do in just a second, but we can start to connect it right through here. This one is all cleaned up with the wet wipe. I'm going to clean this one up, and it's going to look so sparkly and pretty. And then I'll just kind of make them even. All right, we're going to do my foundation off camera today. I'm going to just go back to doing a few normal tutorials, but I'm really trying to focus on certain areas. But if you want to see how to get incredibly smooth foundation, that is listed on my saved highlights. So I did want to show you this tip because this actually goes with the eyeshadow. I have this Anissa Beauty. This is the concealer brush, the angled concealer. I'm loving it, by the way. So I kind of blend in my forehead and around my forehead, and then I'll start to tap it into right over here. Just kind of melt that in. You can already see a difference that just melted into the foundation and concealer that I have on. And then we're going to go ahead, I'm going to wipe this on the back of my hand to make sure we don't have too much. And we're just going to take it right in here. And this is going to melt that really light base into our foundation and concealer. You can already see a major difference in how that just brightened up everything. And then I'll just go ahead and look down and just kind of tap it right underneath my eyebrow as well. I'm going to grab my favorite cream gel color from ColourPop. This is in the shade Crybaby. And this is going to be our waterline color. Look how pigmented that is. Code ROSE for a discount on this one. It's so pretty for your waterline. Okay, let's finish underneath the eye. We're going back into the darkest shade with the T09 from Esom. And we're just going to connect the outer part. And just going to connect it really lightly. This is just going to tie all of our purples together. Now we're just going to blend it out with the first brush we started with, the Sigma E25, and back into the first shade. And we're just going to smoke this out underneath here. Super simple. And then I'm always just kind of blending and reshaping. Okay, so I did want to try this product out for you guys. This is the Pat McGrath Pale Gold. This is the Chroma Luxe Highlight Cream. This was $30, y'all, for this tiny little tube. I bought this because I wanted to try it. And if it just doesn't blow me out of the water, I'm going to be spiced, okay? I'm going to be real spiced. So let's try this out. All right, here we go. I know that we're only gonna need just a little touch of this, so I'm just gonna pop about that much on the back of my hand. And I'm just gonna use my finger to apply this. I'm going to smooth it out over my hand. Always warm up products. They just go onto your skin so much more smooth when you warm them up. I'm gonna turn all the way to the side, and I'm gonna just try to find the highest points on my face. So notice I tapped with another finger. Okay. It sets pretty fast, so hustle with that. It's really pretty. I feel like this would be really pretty on your eyes too. I just added a little bit more, and then we'll blend this out with our other finger. I'm just going to take whatever's left on the back of my hand. I'm going to pick it up. It's kind of dry by now. And I'm just going to take it and go just like this. I'm just kind of tapping it right through here. That's pretty. I almost think it's too textured for here. I don't know. Now that looks pretty smooth. Once it dries, it looks smoother. I do like it though. Don't forget that you can go over things with your damp blender. So I'm just going to go over the edges of this to make sure it's blended in. Just the edges, not through the center, just the absolute outer edges. And remember, my blender is damp. Okay, so we're gonna do some lipstick. And I wanna keep it neutral because I know most of you, purple eyeshadow can be scary. So if you do a nude lip, your focus is just this soft, pretty purple. Everything's under control. No one is frightened. We're all safe. I'm gonna do Kylie Matte Lip Kit. This is in the shade Kylie. This one's my favorite at the moment. This is a matte lip. So I kind of just do a rough outline with my lip liner. And then I kind of blend it in. But I'm obviously not blending down. I'm blending up towards my lip. Now I'm just going to do my bottom lip first. I did a whole lip tutorial yesterday, so make sure you don't miss that. But how pretty is this shade? And then I'm going to grab my lip brush that I always use. And just make sure it's nice and melted together before it dries. I may or may not have been dancing to this song. I was dancing. I'm not ashamed. And I know I'm going to get questions about my hair. This is 100% all of my hair. No extensions, nothing. I've actually never even dyed my hair. So this is all me. And I feel like the lion today from The Wizard of Oz. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm trying to do different things, series. Tomorrow is Live Glamco, where we will just do the entire tutorial, just a look like normal. But the next one I want to do is maybe contouring. So I think we'll do that on Friday. And don't worry, I'm still gonna do the tutorial for how to find your foundation shade and all of that. That was gonna be a little more complicated, and I'm almost thinking about putting that one on YouTube. So I hope you guys are enjoying these. I love teaching and I love helping you guys with your glam.